What's going on, guys? Got another comic book haul video for you. I got a couple stacks of books here. One is from a dollar sale that Great Escape had, and they had that about a month ago, I guess now. And the other ones are some dollar books from Comic Book World, both shops here in Louisville, Kentucky. And then I also have two magazine-ish pickups there at the end, one from a Peddler's Mall and one from a online order, so I'll end it with those. We'll start with just the regular comics. These were all $1 a piece from Great Escape, like I said. They had one of their good, fun sidewalk sales they do during the summer. They have an extra room that they open up that's filled with long boxes. They open up like 2 or 3 times a year, so it's about 50 long boxes in there, and everything's dollar books, so it's a good time to dig and see what kind of good stuff you can find. I found a pretty good stack of books here, so go ahead and get started. This Bad Rock number 1A, just a cool Liefeld and McFarlane collaboration. I believe that's most likely Liefeld doing the pencils and McFarlane doing the inks. Next, we got Adventures of Superman 496. I grabbed this one. This is a early cameo of Doomsday. Open it up. Let's see. Towards the back. There we go. A couple of panels there of Doomsday punching out of his pod or whatever that he lands on Earth. And then there's kind of a silhouette of Doomsday, so it's pretty cool. Got, I think I might have almost all of the cameos now, and the whole kind of Death of Superman timeline. I got that. Well, I still need the original Superman 75 in the black bag. I've got a couple of them that don't come polybagged that are loose, so I need to find a polybagged version still. There's one at one of the stores in Louisville. It's like $7 or so. Don't want to pay that, but I may have to at some point. Next, got this Captain America First Avenger. This was a promo book. It looks like they were given out on the PX on the military bases. Louisville's pretty close to Fort Knox, so that's probably where this one came from. Just terrible art on the inside, unfortunately, but just kind of a cool promo book. Another fun one here, we got DC Comics Presents Superman. This is an Adam Hughes cover, actually, so that's pretty cool. And this is a reprint of a DC Comics Presents from the 60s, I think. We got the Secret of the Phantom Quarterback. I don't know how he's holding on to that ball. He doesn't seem to have hands, but it doesn't. It's just the uniform. I'm just now noticing that he doesn't have hands or a face. It's just I guess he must be invisible. I don't know. So, pretty goofy book, but just a cool Adam Hughes cover. Next, got Defenders of Dinon City. Just a fun old LucasArts video game. I found number 1 last year, I think. I think I found that one at Comic Book World. So, got number 3 here in the newsstand for $1. So, it's pretty fun. Next, I got Drain number 5. This is just a cool mini-series where Sana Takeda, she does all the interior art. She's one of my favorite artists. She mostly is known for Monstrous. I don't really like the story in Monstrous. I like the art a lot, but I don't really collect that one, so I'm always on the lookout for other Sana Takeda books. She mostly does covers now, but this is a 6-issue miniseries that she did all the interior art as well, so it's pretty cool. Happy to find that. Next, got just a fun Space Ghost book. This is DC, Future Quest Presents Space Ghost. I wasn't sure if this was part of that miniseries that came out in the mid-2000s. Alex Ross did all the covers for those, and I saw this has the where is it? The 2 there in the barcode, so I wasn't sure if this is a variant of that number 1. That's what that 2 indicates, that it's not the A cover, basically. But this is not. This just came out a few years ago. And I should have known that because the price is $3.99 on it. And I think when those Alex Ross books came out, they were like, the cover price was like $2.99. But still fun Space Ghost cover, so can't go wrong. Next, got Gear Station #1, just a cool Michael Turner cover. I'm not familiar with this book. It kind of looks cyberpunky, and I do like that aesthetic, so I haven't flipped through this one yet just to see what it's like, but I don't think he did the interior. I think he just did the cover, so, but just kind of a cool Michael Turner cover that I don't see very often, so grab that. Next, got the program for this Heroes Convention in Charlotte from 2009. I like picking these up just to see if there's any fun sketches from artists that I like in the inside. There were not on this one, nothing too spectacular, just kind of a layout and the guests of the convention, so it's kind of a little time capsule thing, but you know, for $1, it's worth a shot. Next, got a Incredible Hulk issue. This is from the McFarlane run. This is 337. I already had this one, but this one's in much better shape. The one I had before was pretty beat up, so this one looked pretty good, even though it's not bagged and boarded, and it was just sitting there in the box. But just happy to grab this one and upgrade my copy. I think McFarlane. I don't think that's him on the. No, that's not. Oh wait. No, it's McLeod. So the cover is Geiger and McLeod. I'm not sure who they are. Let's see who's the inside. Yeah, I don't know. But Peter David writes it, and McFarlane does the pencils on the inside. So I enjoy his pencil work. So that was pretty cool. Another Hulk by another Image founder. This one by Mark Silvestri. Jason Aaron wrote it, and Mark Silvestri does the interior. This one's funny because it's got Hulk with a mustache and beard on the inside. He's got like a, maybe it's a little bit more than a goatee, but I don't think I'd ever seen Hulk with facial hair before, so it looks kind of odd, but it's Mark Silvestri, so can't go wrong with that. I think this was like a 6-issue run that he did, that Jason Aaron wrote all 6 issues that Mark Silvestri penciled, so probably be on the lookout for all those now. Next, got another fun book here, just Jurassic Park #0. They're doing bad things to the dinosaurs, unfortunately, but they were probably attacking those poor defenseless humans, defenseless with the assault rifle there, but you know, they got claws and stuff. They're scary dinosaurs, so it's just kind of a fun throwback 90s book. It's got Simonson on there. I wonder if Walt Simonson did the interior. Those Topps Comics was a line they did a lot of the adaptations for. I think they did the Bram Stoker Dracula. Oh, it's a double cover. That's cool. It's a flip cover. I didn't know that. There's the other one. That's cool. Maybe that's the before picture. He's busting in on this guy, and then there's the after picture. I got you, you filthy dinosaur. Yeah, Walt Simonson wrote the script, so that's pretty cool. I know there's a gold version of #1 that goes for quite a bit, but I think this is my first Jurassic Park comic, so pretty happy with that. Just some run filler here, this Moonight run, #28, and this is volume 2 of Moonight. This was a 6-issue miniseries. I think I'm only missing one of the issues now. It's #6. This was a strictly cover nostalgic buy. You can see the shininess. It's Neymar #50. I think it's a wraparound cover too, yeah. So you got some of the Fantastic Four over there being scandalized what Neymar and Invisible Woman are doing there in a waterfall. So that was fun. Got some more McFarlane goodness here. Another cameo too. We got New Mutants 86. In a newsstand. I was real happy to find this. This is the last of the Liefeld New Mutants, except for 98, of course. First appearance of Deadpool. I'm not going to find that in a dollar bin. But I was happy to find this. I've almost paid $5 or $6 for this a number of times, but I just held out and eventually found it. There's a couple spine ticks on there, but it's a newsstand, so it's in decent shape for that, and especially just hanging out loose. And then, of course, we got Liefeld and McFarlane, and then we got the Cable cameo there in the last couple of panels. These 2 panels. I guess Doomsday is 4, Cable is 2 panels, so that's pretty cool. Next, I got this whole mini series of this Other Dead. They're kind of bait and switched on this one, I guess. I saw down here it says with Kevin Eastman. So I didn't open them up to see what he did or what he had to do with this book. Apparently his title was creative consultant, and then he did the B covers on all of these. So unfortunately they didn't have any of the B covers. Excuse me. I might keep an eye out for those and grab them if I can find them cheap, but I got all the A covers for the first 6 issues. This one looks like it's signed by one of the creators too. Excuse me. In 2014, he's got a terrible signature, worse than mine. Just looks like a bunch of squiggles. I don't know. Maybe that's Joshua Ortega. It could be a J with some O's. But this is a weird story about like zombie animals and stuff. I flipped through it. It was not great. The art was okay on the inside. Like I said, I only got it because it had Kevin Eastman's name on it. I thought he had something to do with the inside, but he did not. So it's a 6-issue series, but they were only $1 a piece, so not too upset about that. Next, got another McFarlane cover here. This is Phantom Force number 3. This was the tribute all the Image founders did to Jack Kirby. This was an unpublished Jack Kirby book that they published shortly after he died when they started Image. This is on the Genesis West imprint. I guess that was before Image started publishing stuff themselves. So this is Jack Kirby on pencils and McFarlane inking him, so it's pretty cool. Got a late Punisher book. This is number 104. Just know these later issues are harder to find, so I grabbed that one. This is cool. It is a Superman, it's a square-bound book. It's about 60 pages. Walter Simonson wrote this one too, and I grabbed it because the interior is painted by the Hildebrandt brothers, so I always like finding their stuff. They mostly do covers as well, but when they do the interior on books, I like to grab those, so that was fun. And then a couple of books I got to sell here. This is the second printing of Shuri number 2. I think this is either her first appearance as Black Panther or first cover appearance as Black Panther, so try to hold on to that and see if they make a Shuri movie or another Black Panther movie, then I'll try to sell it. Got this Deadly Class number 42. This is a Jeff DeCall cover, I think. It's pretty popular among his fans. I sold 2 of these a couple years ago, so I just grabbed another one to flip. And then last book I got from Great Escape was this Exo Manowar number 18. Just grabbed this as a cool 8-bit variant. I usually don't like the 8-bit art, but this one made me laugh because it's, you know, a Tetris homage and an Exo 8-bit homage, so that's kind of fun. It made me smile, so when a book makes me smile, I'll generally buy it. So that's all the Great Escape stuff. This next little stack is from Comic Book World. There's all dollar books and then one $4 book at the end. This one, first one's Adam and Eve number 1, just an old 80s book. I think it was like from 85 or 86. This is just an early Kevin Eastman cover I'd been on the lookout for, so I was happy to find that. And, you know, I just said I don't like 8-bit covers, but here's another one. But it's these Valiant covers I like because it's not just 8-bit. It's kind of an homage to the video game, the 8-bit video games. This one is Bloodshot as Contra, it looks like, so that's really cool. I wish they would have worked the Konami code in there somehow, the up, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. This is still pretty cool for $1. Next, got another Lolo comic. Just a cool Saya Oum book that I try to get as many as I can for cheap. Love her art. They just launched another Kickstarter, her and Joe Benitez, the second half of that Lady Mechanica one. So she's only doing, I think, 1 or 2 covers for that, whereas the last one, it was like 4. So that's a little disappointing, but she's got plenty of other good stuff to hunt for, and this is one of those books. She does a cover and the interior on all that as well, so that's a lot of fun. Got this Phil Yu presents Patrick Rabbit. I'd never seen this before. It looked like an early 80s indie book, and it's got a rabbit story by Stan Sakai that's not Usagi Yojimbo, so I thought that was pretty cool. Another square-bound book here. This is Soul Saga. This is the first, I think, 3 issues of this series. I've got all 6 of them, but I hadn't seen the square-bound collection before, so this is Stephen Platt does the interior art on all on all the Soul Saga books, and he does a cover for each of them as well. But they have a lot of the covers have more than one variant. So I didn't know that when I grabbed the first 6 Soul Saga books. I'm not sure exactly which ones I have, but I know I didn't have this one, so that's why I grabbed it. Another fun, I guess, I can't remember if this was a promo book or giveaway, but it's got a price tag on there for 99 cents. It's, Ultraverse Origins, as seen on TV. I guess, I don't know if this was right around the time of the Nightman TV show or not. They were trying to get more books out, but I always liked the Ultraverse stuff. They came out when I was collecting as a kid. I remember we had a giant cardboard Prime stand-up in my buddy's basement that we shot with slingshots and BB guns. So Prime may have been invincible in the comics, but we tore him up pretty good with our slingshot and BB guns. Another Kevin Eastman cover here. This is V-Wars. This was a fun vampire series, like vampire/zombies. I read it. I think it's a 6-issue series, and Kevin Eastman does the subscription covers on all of them, so those are the ones I'm trying to get. So I was happy to find number 3 here. And this was the book that I paid $4 for. It's Web of Spider-Man number 29. Just a cool Spider-Man Wolverine cover. I thought this was Mike Zeck, but it's not. I know he did some of the covers for those Web of Spider-Man stuff. I think there was one with him, another one with Wolverine that he might have done that I think I had this confused with, but this is still a really fun cover. And I didn't have it, so I don't mind paying $4 for it. So that was the last of the dollar books from Comic Book World, and this is one of the magazines I got at a Peddler's Mall here. This one was $15. It's I guess it's kind of a catalog of image books from, it says 1993. Just got a cool cover there with Savage Dragon, Prophet, that guy from Wildcats, or is Warblade, is that his name? Maybe he's from Cyberforce. One of those team books. They get Shadowhawk, Max, Spawn on there, so pretty cool. Is it a wraparound? Oh, I think it's a wraparound too. So I've never seen this before, and I always like similarly to the convention books. These are kind of time capsules that I like it, and yeah, it's a nice wraparound cover here. I got Wildstar, Maul, Ripclaw. Yeah, so you kind of just flip through here. I guess these went out to the stores to try to solicit orders and stuff. So I wasn't sure what was going to be in here. I was hoping for some like new Stephen Platt or Liefeld art or anything from one of the founders in there, but there's not, unfortunately, but still pretty cool. And I was looking online, somebody was asking like $200 for this thing, so I don't know. I don't think there were any recent sold copies, so I don't know if that's a fair price or not, but for $15, I wasn't going to leave that one behind. And then the last magazine-ish thing I got here is this. It's a program from Rocketeer. They did a Dave Stevens exhibit recently. Let me open it up here. In the museum in San Francisco, and this is kind of the program. It's got some art, a ton of art, some pages from Star Slayer, the Rocketeer's first appearance, and then a bunch of early art. That's cool. It's Dave Stevens drawing Spider-Woman. There's like a Hanna-Barbera sketch. I know one of those Hanna-Barbera books is some early Dave Stevens. And just lots of cool art, lots of Rocketeer stuff by other artists too. It's Daniel Warren Johnson, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so just kind of fun. There it is. Life and Legacy of Dave Stevens, Cartoon Art Museum in San Francisco. Yeah, so September of last year to February of this year. So this was the program, I guess, from that. And I saw somebody posted on Instagram, you could just order it from the museum. It was like $20 or $30, I think. So just kind of a cool Dave Stevens thing that, I couldn't make it out to San Francisco to see the exhibit, so maybe it'll travel. Hopefully it did well and they can travel it around the country, and if it comes anywhere close to me, I'll definitely check it out. So it's just kind of a cool thing that I want to show you guys, and that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.